my name is Mattias Dombrowe. I work as the business manager for the electrical system integration team at Berg Propulsion.
And you presented here today at ITS Convention. Can you give a little bit more detail for our audience?
So our presentation this year focused on sharing the story about what we see are the key points to be successful in a hybrid or battery vessel, or actually if it ends up in a regular diesel mechanic vessel. Because every story starts with the needs and requirements, and that goes through all the way through the process, and it comes out as a result.
Okay. You mentioned starting with the operational profile. That's possibly the most important aspect of this. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. Like we mentioned also in the presentation and in the questions afterwards, we had that two key points, that if the requirements are wrong, then you will fail. If the equipment selection is wrong, you will fail. So I would say that is one of the two keys that you really need to get spot on to finalize the project in a good way.
And once you have all that, where do you start in designing your propulsion system?
I would say that it's an iterative process that we have. So to say where you start, I think already when we started discussions with the customers in the early phase of the project, it starts to go in the loop and start to sort it out. Then of course when you get more details, you know where you need to pinpoint some things, you know where you have no free space to move, and where you have your restrictions, where you really need to stick to. So that I think is the way we look at this from the start.
Okay, and would you say you should start at the engine room, or maybe on the propulsor?
We see that because of the flexibility that all the equipment you have in the market today with hybrid system, battery and the electric modes or electric equipment, that means that you cannot start with that side. We need to start with the propeller, because that is also what sets the power requirement for the rest of the equipment. So the performance is done by the hull and the propeller itself. That's why we also highlighted the designer, importance of the designers to be in this game together with us.
And have you had practical experience with a tug project?
Yes, we have. So we have currently one running at the shipyard in Turkey for a big 120-ton hybrid tug, where you have the possibility to run it electric mode, mechanically with PTOs, or in a boost mode where you get the full power out to the propeller to reach the required bollard pull.
You also mentioned in your presentation about providing that view to the crew on board. How important is that?
We believe, like with the complexity of the system, and we talk about learning and a learning curve for the crew, and it's many times a crew that goes from a vessel that might have not been a hybrid or electric vessel before, and what we always know is that they really like the behavior of the system. It has a much more stronger kick. We heard that also Robert Allen presented yesterday with the electric tugs, for example, that you get a propeller speed increase in a very quick way. And this is appreciated. But then of course, you have also other modes. You cannot always be in the, sport mode or full power mode.